Capcom is a very interesting company. What used to be a great company during the 8-bit and the 16-bit era, and arguably the 32-bit era as well, has just seemed to have lost their way. They don't really know what they're doing anymore. A lot of their franchises have just gone by the wayside. One of those franchises being Mega Man. Mega Man has literally just fallen by the wayside. You never hear Capcom talk about Mega Man. Everything is a spiritual successor to Mega Man. You might get Mega Man in Smash Brothers, but you do not get a full Mega Man experience from Capcom anymore. You might get some digital releases of compilations, which are nice, but you never get anything really major from Capcom. So today was the 30th anniversary of Mega Man press conference, where Capcom was basically saying what they were going to do for Mega Man during his 30th anniversary. And honestly, I expected nothing from this. I was at work at the day job, and I didn't even watch this. I was like, okay, they're gonna probably show some horrible mobile port of a Mega Man game, and we're all supposed to be excited for it. They're not gonna show anything different. They're not gonna show anything unique. All right, I was wrong. I was wrong because Capcom, you did something good. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but you did something good. And now it looks like you're about to have like a mega 2018. I'm so punny. But yes, Capcom looks like they are returning to form in 2018. Let's go over the announcements. Let's go over what I think about the announcements. And let's go talk about what else I would like to see from Capcom in 2018. So, is Capcom poised to have a mega 2018 like the title says? Yeah, it looks that way. So during the Mega Man press conference today, Capcom announced some really interesting things. I'll start on the lower tier and work our way up towards the high tier things about Mega Man. The lower tier, I would say, is that the Mega Man Legacy Collection, which has released on a variety of platforms. It was on the 3DS, it was on the PS4, the Xbox One. Both versions were on PS4 and Xbox One. The 3DS only got the first version of it. It did get a gold Mega Man amiibo that you might remember. This collection, both volumes 1 and 2, is actually now coming to the Nintendo Switch with amiibo support. And the interesting thing about this announcement was the fact that Capcom said, yeah, we know we screwed up on this, we're sorry. So that's really interesting to me. Honestly, I won't be picking this up. I own the Collection Volume 1 on the 3DS. I have the Collection Volume 2 on the Xbox One because I picked it up for pretty cheap. But that was a very interesting announcement. It will be nice for Switch owners to be able to play these games because honestly, a lot of these games are great to play on the go. And you know, with save systems and with save points and whatnot, and being able to put your console in sleep mode, it's something you can really enjoy with the portable aspect of it as well. That's why I like the 3DS version of the game. So seeing the Mega Man Legacy Collection come to the Nintendo Switch with amiibo support is really cool in my opinion. I hope they sort of price it, you know, good. I'm sure it'll be the standard 20 bucks, but maybe they could do like a 2-pack and put it on one cartridge, maybe for 30 bucks as sort of like a thank you for picking this up. Maybe even have a bundled amiibo since there will be amiibo support, you know, bring back that gold Mega Man amiibo. I never picked up one of those, and that's actually a pretty cool amiibo. Now, moving on, they also announced that there will be Mega Man X. Mega Man X, every version of Mega Man X will be hitting the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Now, they did not say if this was going to be like a compilation or whatnot. They were kind of vague on that, which made it really interesting in my opinion. Is this just going to be individual releases, or is it going to be a compilation, much like the Mega Man Legacy Collection? They did not really say. Now, the Mega Man X games are definitely top tier Mega Man games. If you've never played them, they really still hold up till today. They're some of the best Mega Man games, in my opinion, that have ever come out. So to see these games, you know, getting their spotlight, getting a little time to shine, that's super cool in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they price that though. You know, what sort of stuff they're going to do. I really hope for a physical compilation on the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. It seems like a no-brainer. These are obviously classic games. Obviously, the Legacy Collection got this sort of thing. So it would be nice to see sort of a compilation of these games on one, you know, one disc or one cartridge if you're a Nintendo Switch owner. Now, the big announcement, the thing that I never thought I would see. I honestly thought, you know, Mega Man, as far as new games, was just done. You know, it was, his time had ran and Capcom just had no interest in it. Mega Man 11! Mega Man 11. Are we serious right now? Are you serious right now? Mega Man 11? And wow, so Mega Man 11 is scheduled for it looks like a late winter 2018 release, and they showed a little teaser trailer. They showed some gameplay from the game. Now this game will be coming to the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch as well. So that's another thing, you know, that's pretty important for Switch owners, that they're seeing Capcom sort of fixing these wrongs and moving towards the Nintendo Switch. Now we're going to talk about that a little bit more in depth later on in the video, but Mega Man 11 will be coming out on all three of those platforms. It is a 2.5D experience. It looks a little bit like Mighty Number 9. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It just sort of has that same sort of aesthetic, but much cleaner. It's a hand-drawn art style, and I think it honestly looks really good. The gameplay looks really tight, and it's a brand new Mega Man game. It is literally Mega Man 11. Mega Man 9 and 10 were both excellent titles, so there's no reason to think that Mega Man 11 will not be an excellent title. It looks like a proper evolution of the Mega Man franchise, not the, you know, the crazy 3D stuff or soccer or the X series. This is tried and true 2D side-scrolling Mega Man. So yeah, Mega Man 11 in 2018, winter of 2018. That's absolutely insane, and it's crazy to see what Capcom is doing right now, because we really could take away a lot of things from their Mega Man press conference today, because it's not just talking about Mega Man, but it's also bigger implications. But when it comes to Mega Man, it seems like Capcom is finally realizing what gamers have been saying for years. You need to focus on your main IPs. You need to focus on important retro IPs that a lot of people are fond of, that a lot of people want more of. You know, for all things, you know, said and done about Mighty Number 9, it still sold kind of decently. So the fact that there was so much hype around that project, the fact that, you know, people were so interested in that project, it was one of the most successful Kickstarter projects ever. That should have been a green light for Capcom to be like, hey, we need this, you know, we need to bring back Mega Man. We need a proper Mega Man game. So maybe it took them a little bit too long, but it is awesome to see them doing Mega Man justice in his 30-year anniversary, because honestly, if you're watching this video, there is no way in hell that you thought they were going to do anything like this. There wasn't. Maybe a compilation or something, you know, like the X compilation that they've announced, you know, something like that, or even though it's individual games for right now, hopefully they do a compilation of the X titles. Maybe that was to be expected, you know, the Legacy Collection coming onto the Nintendo Switch, that's pretty cool as well. But obviously, the, you know, the crown jewel of this press conference was Mega Man 11, and to see it look so good and so polished in such an early stage, it really gives you hope that this is going to be a top tier game. Now, the bigger thing going on with all of this though is just Capcom, you know, rising from the ashes. We seem to always, you know, diss Capcom, you know, they've lost their way, they don't know what they're doing anymore, they don't know how to do things. Why are they not supporting the Nintendo Switch? Things have been very, you know, slow with Capcom on the Nintendo Switch, where a lot of third-party companies are saying, yes, we are fully on board. Capcom has always been sort of reserved. They haven't really, you know, pledged their allegiance to the Nintendo Switch. So you had Ultra Street Fighter 2, you had the Resident Evil Revelations collection, which just released on the Nintendo Switch, but other than that, you haven't gotten much. You know, Monster Hunter World is coming to the PS4 and the Xbox One. Monster Hunter Double Cross is still stuck in Japan. There's no word of a North American translation for Nintendo Switch owners. So a lot of Switch owners were sort of writing off Capcom, and you know, I can't say I blame them. With things like the Disney Afternoon collection not coming to the Nintendo Switch, it just showed that they didn't really seem to care. But today, they really showed, you know, you could say you're going to support a system. You could say you're going to do this, that, and the other thing, and, you know, fully support a system. You know, we saw it with EA and the Wii U, you know, unprecedented third-party support, which obviously went by the wayside. So with any company supporting any platform, words are just words. They're meaningless. They have no meaning unless you put meaning behind them. And to show off three very important things, the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 with Amiibo support, the X games that are all coming to the Nintendo Switch, and then Mega Man 11, that just shows you that really the sky is the limit with Capcom right now, and you cannot cross out any Capcom ports. You know, there was a rumor that Resident Evil 7 was, you know, potentially running on the Nintendo Switch, and that's why Capcom wanted Nintendo to have additional RAM with the Nintendo Switch so that game could, you know, run on the platform. Who's to say you're not going to see a Resident Evil, you know, Complete Edition in 2018 for the Nintendo Switch? Like, that would be pretty cool in my opinion. And I think that really opens the door with Capcom and the Nintendo Switch. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more games. I think you might even start seeing some exclusive games. I will not be surprised if Monster Hunter Double Cross is now confirmed for North America within the next few months with the English translation, because obviously Capcom realizes the Nintendo Switch is selling well. People are buying games on the Nintendo Switch, and that's a very important thing. But I don't want to get too, you know, Switch crazy with this, because honestly, all platform owners have something to rejoice about today. You know, whether you own a PS4, whether you own an Xbox One, whether you own a Nintendo Switch, there is reason to be happy today. Mega Man is back. We're getting lots of Mega Man in 2018. We're getting a brand new Mega Man in 2018, and it's just a glorious day, baby. It is just a glorious day, and it will be a mega Capcom 2018. I wanted to use that pun one more time. It's so bad. It's so cheesy. It's so bad that I'm going to put it in the title of this video. Anyways, let me know what you think about everything in the comment section down below, what you thought about Capcom's announcements today. Were you surprised to see that it's coming to all platforms? How surprised you were to see Mega Man 11, because there's no way in hell you knew it was coming. And thank you for checking out this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out all my links in the description box down below. There's Patreon, t-shirts, all sorts of stuff if you want to help support the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. I'm gonna go do something, probably eat a pizza, because I just got home from work and I'm hungry. All right, take it easy, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.
RGT!